Hey guys, I'm Rich Woods from NeoWin. Today we're talking about Windows 10 for PCs build 14271. Now this is the latest build. It was released alongside Windows 10 Mobile build 14267.1004. Now that mobile build was basically the same as 14267 except it had a couple fixes, mainly the fix for the Lumia 550 which would allow it to charge. All right, so this build 14271 does not have any new features. There's just a lot of fixes. Remember, it only came out 6 days after 14267 for PCs, which did have a number of new features. All right, so here's what's fixed. We fixed an issue where the window borders on apps would change from accent color to black after every upgrade to a new build. As we can see, the borders on the apps look just fine. All right, so we have updated the music control icons that are shown in taskbar previews and music apps like Group to look more crisp and clean at higher resolutions. Now, this is just 1080p, so it's going to look fine anyway. We fixed an issue where the taskbar would sometimes not auto-hide and show unexpectedly at top of full-screen windows, such as showing a PowerPoint presentation when in slideshow mode. We fixed an issue where the hide notifications while presenting setting preference is lost after upgrading to a new build. The entire app header in Action Center is now right-clickable instead of just the app name or X. All right, so that'll be up here. Just right-click. All right, so we made it easier to dismiss all notifications from a specific app in Action Center by increasing the target area to encompass the entire app header. All right, we fixed an issue where interaction notifications would not show a button to input text in some cases. So those are the notifications that come up over here where you would get a Skype message and you could respond with a message there. Fast user switching should work now with picture password. We fixed an issue where some desktop apps look missing from start. We can see that all my desktop apps are here. You know, I got my Office apps, I got Visual Studio down here, so that all seems to work just fine. We fixed an issue where the accent color does not automatically change when the slideshow option is chosen for your desktop background. Known issues. We are tracking an issue reported by insiders where some PCs will freeze or blue screen when resuming from hibernation. Disabling hibernation is a workaround in some cases until this is fixed. Now, this is a kind of a tough issue because when you install a Visual Studio, or really when you enable Hyper-V, sleep doesn't really work right. Sometimes I haven't had as much of a problem on Windows 10 to be honest, but on Windows 8.1 especially, your only option is hibernation or turning off the PC entirely. Okay, so next one. If you have Kaspersky Antivirus, Internet Security, or the Kaspersky Total Security Suite installed in your PC, there is a known driver bug that prevents these programs from working as expected in builds from the development branch. All right, we recommend using Windows Defender. I don't use any of this stuff. I just use Windows Defender, so I can't really show you that one. Turn on the always show all icons in the notification area setting. Disrupts the layout of the notification area. Okay, so this will be under taskbar settings here. Do that, and let's turn it on, and let's watch havoc be wreaked. All right, so we got a little okay. Nothing seems entirely disrupted here, I have to say. Let's turn it back off. All right. So that's not a huge problem. When browsing in Microsoft Edge, charts displayed using d3.js library will not display correctly, e.g. render as black, positioned incorrectly. Known affected sites are Cortana, Bing.com, and PowerBI.com or PowerBI.com. I really don't know what it's called. All right, so let's take a look. Bing.com. All right, nothing really seems out of the ordinary here. All right. We could try power, although my picture didn't show up, but I don't think that's what they were talking about. Let's try the next one. All right. And, yeah, I don't see any charts displaying incorrectly. Well, then again, I could be missing it. Who knows? You know, it's just, seems like a pretty small bug. Finally, we are seeing reports of crashes with apps such as QQ crashing due to an OS reliability issue we are currently investigating. This bug is also impacting older apps such as Windows Live Mail and Expression Encoder 4. I did not know anybody still uses Windows Live Mail. All right, so there's also quite a few new features that were announced in the last build 6 days ago, build 14.267. So if you haven't seen any of that, so here's what was new. Now, going into Cortana here, you're going to see a new music icon. Now that does pretty much what Shazam does. It tells you what song is playing. Now Cortana has always had the feature to tell you what song is playing, and that music icon was there in Windows Phone 8.1 and some areas of Cortana for Windows 10 Mobile. But it is the first time that it showed up in this particular spot in Windows 10 for PCs. All right, so there's favorites bar improvements in Microsoft Edge. You can now right click to show icons only, which isn't very helpful in this particular case. You can also create new folders and do all this stuff. All right, so clear browsing data when you exit Microsoft Edge. You can now choose to have your browsing data cleared when you exit Microsoft Edge. Just click on the three dots on the right tab in settings, click on the choose what to clear button. All right, so I do this quite often as I do have to clear my browsing data from time to time. Always clear this when I close the browser, and now you start from scratch whenever you start up Microsoft Edge. All right, so improved downloads prompts. So now this was a feature that was in Internet Explorer actually, and what this is going to allow you to do. Right, always ask me what to do with downloads, and now what I can do is I can download this folder, and I'm going to be able to tell it where I can save it, which is awesome. And there's really just not a lot of browsers that allow you to do that, and it's a feature that I've always enjoyed in Internet Explorer, and I appreciate it coming to Microsoft Edge. All right, so we also have messaging and Skype improvements. So what this now allows you to do, finally, you can attach a photo or video to a Skype message, which you were never able to do before. You also can't do it in the app for Windows 10 Mobile. Well, you can on the latest Insider build, but you couldn't before. So which was very confusing on Windows 10 Mobile because you could send a picture if you're sending a SIM text. You can't send a picture if you're sending a Skype message, which really made it hard to use, especially when you'd end up switching back and forth, and it was confusing because Skype supports sending photos. So someone would send you a picture, it would say unsupported content in this message, and now you'll also be able to see the pictures that other people send to you. All right, guys, so that's it. That's Windows 10 for PCs build 14.271. There's a lot of good stuff coming in Redstone, and there's obviously more to come. There's months before this thing actually comes out to the public, so there's going to be a lot more features. I'm hoping to see some stuff. I know you are too. So anyway, guys, that's it. I'm Rich Woods from NeoWin. Have a great night.